Before the video starts, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you, God, for giving me the opportunity to make this video. So it's official. We made it. Welcome to Thanksgiving week. You guys should be seeing this video on a Wednesday. Yes, and for those of you who are members of the, channel, you guys will be seeing this a day early, so you guys got to see it on Tuesday. Towards the end of this video, I will go ahead and give a shout out to all the people who are members, and I will be reading your comments because David apparently says I have to read comments, so I'm a coward. I am many things, but a coward is not one of them. Okay, so it looks like the first video we're going to be starting off with is going to be red-haired Mari. It's been a minute. Let's go ahead and check out what she's been up to.
Shanks is back. Whitebeard is back. Shanks and Whitebeard just met, and Shanks was telling him to stop Ace from going after Blackbeard because Blackbeard is probably too fucking powerful right now. Now I want to know, why is Shanks protecting Ace right now, or trying to? And then we get Ace and Blackbeard fighting, and at the end here it says, the duel at Bonero Island in the Grand Line. This battle between pirates would later be identified as the trigger for major events that were to follow. And me knowing what I know, the one fucking spoiler that I have for One Piece, I don't like this.
Oh.
I don't like this. I'm so scared of Blackbeard because it seems like his power is like insane. Like just absolutely fucking infinite. Like he kind of just beat the shit.
I'm a Juliette defender. Why y'all? Why? Like the video just started and you guys already. Oh my gosh, man! Why are you guys just randomly showing up on the videos?
Out of Ace. I'm sorry. What?
Okay, so she knows. I mean, it's like knowing that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. Everybody knows. It's a spoiler. But everybody knows, so she knows. So this is gonna be interesting to see her journey through One Piece, and yeah, I hope it goes well for you, red-haired Mari. And by the time you're watching this video, she should have already been done by now. But we will go ahead and react to that too.
One Piece fam, I got some merch.
Sarah Spearow. Okay, let's see. She got, what is this?
To me that I wanted to show you because I think it would make like a perfect Christmas gift.
Is that a transponder snail? Ah, the flamingo transponder snail. Aha, I see. She doesn't know who the flamingo is yet though, huh?
Or just like a, hey, I need this for myself gift. It's Doflamingo. It's a little transponder snail. Whee.
Am I gonna get copyrighted with a background sound? It's always Sarah.
He's very cool. Although, I thought when I got him that his eyes were like messed up, but all the pictures show them like this, so I think that's just how it's supposed to be. Like I've tried to straighten them because it bugs me a little bit, but it's just how he's made. So he's a little wonky, but I love him. I love the like flamingo part. I have not met Doflamingo yet, but I think I'm happy to have him on my show.
Yeah. She's gonna enjoy Doflamingo.
Another day.
We're back to red-haired Mari. I genuinely believe most of this video would be red-haired Mari. All right, let's check it out.
Day, another sleigh.
Another day, another sleigh. My life is complete now. I don't think my day gets complete until I hear that. Thank you, red-haired Mari.
I had to make a separate video for Post Annie's Lobby because I feel like way too much happened in like this amount of chapters, and I needed to just like talk about it in its own separate video. So what do you mean Garp, a head admiral of the Navy, is Luffy's grandpa? When Aokiji said that he owed Luffy's grandpa a favor, I could not have ever imagined that grandpa was going to be someone that was in the Marine at such a high fucking level. Like, I don't know what to think. And like, I don't even know what to think of Garp either, because he seems like a decent person. You would want to think that he's also a decent Marine like Smoker is, with a good moral compass, but you never really know. And like, yes, he essentially didn't really do anything negative in this arc, but he did at the end like kind of attack the Straw Hats. So I'm like, so what happens if there are other Marines around that are like, really, really powerful, and they just completely want to take out Luffy? Like, what is Garp going to do? Is he going to be okay with it? Is he going to attack his own grandson and actually kill him? Oh my god, I'm stressed.
I wonder if that conundrum will ever come to play. Wow. Choosing the job over your own children. I'm really curious if that will ever come to play. Huh.
I'm stressed. And then we finally see Kobe and Helmeppo again. How the fuck did they just completely like change how they look? So
It's called
been
puberty.
Like, what, 3 months since the beginning of this story? How is that possible? That's fucking
It's
crazy
puberty.
to me. We just got
Puberty, okay? It's puberty. It's different.
so many crazy revelations this arc. Like the fact that Monkey D. Dragon from Logtown is Luffy's dad, and the fact that Luffy didn't know that. I'm like, okay, now who's your mom? Who's your mother?
No.
Now I need to know.
You're asking too many questions. Stop. Stop. You don't need to know that yet. Calm down. Maury, chill.
This isn't important to the storyline. Like, I have so many questions. I had so many questions regarding Luffy's parentage since the beginning of the fucking show, because I was like, why is this kid alone? But I didn't fucking say anything. And now I'm like, okay, is his mom important too? Because so far we've got a grandpa who's in the military, a dad who's a revolutionary, and a son who doesn't want to be a revolutionary, but kind of is, because he obviously cares about things being correct and just, even though he's not really thinking like that far ahead. But that's how revolutionaries like essentially happen in fictional stories. They never try to be revolutionaries. Look at Katniss. We find out that Shanks is part of these like 4 emperors that are against the world government and the 7 warlords, which is kind of dope. And I honestly am not shocked, because from the beginning we saw that Shanks was a good dude. He was a good pirate with a good moral compass. So I'm not shocked that he hates the world government and he wouldn't bow down to them like the 7 warlords. Aokiji.
The Shanks agenda live on. Look, Captain my captain. I love Shanks, and I will dick ride him up. Kidding. Yeah. Listen. Shanks is my favorite emperor in the entire series. And I'm starting to realize why I like red-haired Maury so much. She reminds me of red-haired Shanks.
This conversation with Robin was really, really shocking to see. And honestly, like, me questioning all of these different branches of the government, because I'm like, okay, we've got good dudes and bad dudes in here. Like, when is the rebellion going to happen from the inside? We need a coup right now, because
Here's what we're going to do, red-haired Maury. I have a preposition for you, okay? I'm going to rock, paper, scissors you right now. Right now, okay? Okay? In fact, I will rock, paper, scissors all of you watching this video right now, okay? If I win, and you can't cheat, if I win, red-haired Maury, you're also rock, paper, scissors, by the way. Red-haired Maury is going to cosplay red-haired Shanks, and I will fund that cosplay, okay? We're going to rock, paper, scissors. You can't cheat, okay? You can't cheat. If I win, you can't cheat, okay? If I win, you have to cosplay Shanks, okay? Ready? Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Okay. All right. I'm going to pretend I won. I'm going to pretend I won, okay? Best of 3, okay? Best of 3, okay? You can't cheat. Again, you can't cheat. Okay. Maybe you won that one, but I think I won. I'm pretty sure I won, okay? Again, no cheating. Last one, okay? Okay. You're definitely cosplaying, right? Like, please tell me I won.
things have got to change. This world government is fucking terrible. Shanks and Whitebeard have a conversation finally, and the world government is freaking out about it, and I really want to know why. And honestly, I did go and immediately watch that fight, or not fight, that little like scuffle that they had in the anime, because I just wanted to see what that looked like. And I'm like, okay, what is hockey? Because
she got the H word.
Why did everyone pass out as soon as Shanks just walked up? What is that?
Okay, well, to be fair, this is not the first time it's happened, Maury. It's not the first time that whole passing out thing has happened. I'm surprised you're only now noticing it. It's not the first time.
And then the fact that no one knows that he lost his arm protecting Luffy and that no one knows this connection between them, I'm just like, I cannot wait for that to be revealed to everyone because I feel like it's going to be so fucking cool. See them talk. Shanks is telling Whitebeard that Ace should not be looking for Blackbeard right now, and I am so anxious about that. I really don't like where we're going here, and I hate it. The revelation of the Thousand Sunny was really emotional and incredible at the same time for me because it really was this like acceptance that they have to let go of Mary essentially and move forward in their journey. They can't grieve any longer and they just have to keep going. But the ship is so cool. I'm so happy that Frankie is our shipwright and that he's coming with us and that he built this awesome ship. I cannot wait for the adventures to come. Usopp's return was another instance of Oda making me laugh and cry at the same time, which he seems to do very often because I was over here so emotional about Usopp coming back and then laughing about how it was all coming together. And then it was also really cool to see Zoro have this conversation with the crew about Usopp needs to apologize because we've all come together because of Luffy, because we believe in his mission, we believe in him, and he is our captain. He's our friend, yes, but he is also our captain, and we can't just defy him when we want to. You know, if that's the case, then you're not part of the crew, you know what I mean?
I hope you all heard her words. I'm the captain, okay? This is Captain Truth. We're the Syndicate Pirates. So stop defying me. Stop putting hate in the comments, okay? Okay, guys? Can we, as a matter of fact, I declare this day National Glazing Truth Day. Everybody in the comment, put one glazed comment, okay? Everyone, I need to be glazed at least one time, okay? Say something nice.
So it was really cool to see like him actually apologizing and for our little broken family to come back together. And I'm just so excited and scared. I keep being scared because I've cried so much, and I know that things are just gonna get a lot worse before they get a lot better. So anyways, I'm diving into Thriller Bark. I have already met Brooke, and he's such an interesting character. But yeah, bye.
That scared me for a second.
How on earth
Okay, we're watching Cheddar. Cheddar is on... Okay. Alright, okay. I know the arc you're on. That's the arc
are we
before
supposed to bring a
Skypiea.
pirate ship into the sky? So I just finished volume 24 of One Piece, and I'm in the middle of the Jaya arc, which is, let's see, so I've read chapters 218 through 226, and we're already just diving into the next adventure. I love it. So first, we left off with Robin suddenly joining the crew out of nowhere, and we find out a bit about her. She is an archaeologist, and she's been doing this for over 20 years, and basically she was looking for those poneglyphs, the giant blocks with letters, and the one in Alabasta was the very last one, and she said that she's hunting for, what was it, the true history, which is very interesting. The king seemed to maybe piece some of that together when she told him, but we never find out anything more. But basically, the one in Alabasta was the very, very last one, and she had no more leads, and she basically was just gonna give up. She didn't want to live, she didn't want to go crew to crew anymore, she just wanted to end things there. And naturally, Luffy was there. She actually gave Luffy the antidote as well for Croc's poison, and
Crocs?
Luffy was not gonna just
What?
let her stay there.
Why? I don't like that you're calling him Crocs. I don't like that. You could say Croco Boy, or you could say Crocodile. I don't like it. Crocs. I don't like it.
So basically she says that since Luffy saved her and forced her to live, she is going to join their crew. And I'm super excited about this because Nami needs another girl on board, and she's very, very, number one, intellectual, she's very smart, and she's very powerful. Her devil fruit ability is really, really cool. So I'm stoked that we are getting a person of this caliber on the crew. They need it. So basically, they are sailing along, and then all of a sudden, the log pose just points directly up. And Nami thinks that it's broken, but Robin says that it's impossible for them to break that it probably means that there's a sky island, and everyone is like, their minds are blown because it's, how do you get to a sky island? So they are kind of talking about this and discussing it when all of a sudden this gigantic galleon-sized pirate ship just dumps on them from the sky. It's crazy. And they're all freaking out, obviously, because this pirate ship came out of nowhere. But they figure, oh, maybe it has a clue about this sky island. So Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro go diving down to try to salvage the ship, when another pirate ship, a very big one, pops up and intends to salvage this ship as well. And the guy, I believe his name is Masira, if that's how you say it, he is this like monkey man pirate, and he doesn't realize that part of the crew is down there already, and they think it's just like sea monsters that keep beating up his crew when it's Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. So he gets down there and sees the three, and obviously is ticked because it's his territory. So while they're fighting, this whole ship and the four of them get eaten by this gigantic sea turtle creature. So now everyone on both ships is panicking because there's this giant sea turtle. So they're trying to figure out how to free them when it gets really, really dark, and like this storm comes up, and then there's these massive, like shadowy silhouette figures that appear, and you can't really make them out, but they're as big as mountains, if not bigger. So everyone's freaking out, but they manage to get away, but they have no idea what those things were or what their purpose was. I am so curious. I'm like, please turn around and go back. I know that we'll probably find out, but I just love stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I want to find out more about these gigantic shadowy creatures. In my opinion, I believe that this island is invisible. That's my theory, that it's invisible, and it's under some sort of magic spell or protection or curse even, and just no pirate can see it. So I don't know if they have to obtain something or acquire somebody that can make the island appear.
Okay.
And then I don't know if, again, maybe there's like a geyser or something that can help float the ship up to the top. I have no idea, but I do feel like the island is there. It's just hidden from view, and only maybe a select number of people can actually get to it. Robin stole a permanent log pose from the other ship, which leads to Jaya Island, which is where they are now. They get there to a place called Mocktown, which is basically just this pirate town. There's people drinking, fighting, cheating, playing cards. Basically, it's like a lawless land for pirates. So Nami goes with Luffy and Zoro because she doesn't want them getting in trouble while they try to find out information about this Sky Island. And they end up running into Bellamy, this really, really bad pirate, and his crew in a tavern. And Bellamy wants to check them out because Luffy's got a bounty on his head, which is quite big. So they end up fighting, and Luffy and Zoro don't fight back. Luffy commands Zoro not to fight, and Bellamy roughs them up pretty badly, and Nami asks, well, what do you know about the Sky Island? And everyone starts, like, busting out in laughter. I felt so bad for her. She was so embarrassed, and they were just, like, making fun of her and calling them stupid for having pirate dreams and things like that, and believing in like the One Piece and things like that, which sounds, I mean, I guess it makes sense that there would be skeptics because like the One Piece has never been found, so it's essentially legend. But I was surprised to see such a large amount just openly laughing and being like, those are fairy tales, you guys are kids, you're stupid. Believe that Luffy didn't want to fight because he had the flashback to Shanks and to Ace saying, you know, that they were going to meet him again as a better pirate. So I don't know if Luffy either didn't want to fight them because he didn't feel like he was powerful enough, but I don't feel like that's it, because I feel like Luffy genuinely, it doesn't matter. Like, he's just going to fight to win no matter what. I feel like he didn't want to stoop to these pirates' level. Like, if he gave in and fought them, they would be giving them what they want. And again, Luffy's got this intrinsic knowing about doing the right or wrong thing. So sure enough, they leave. Nami's still upset and embarrassed, obviously. And a pirate that he and Luffy were kind of fighting with before about food was out asking why Nami was upset because she won the fight, and that there was, in fact, something called a Sky Island, and that pirate dreams aren't dead. So this was a very interesting interaction, and it was quite short, but they basically find out that there is a pirate, like, outcast who very much still believes in the pirate dreams, but he's on, like, the furthest point of Jaya Island. So they are on their way to go see him to see if he has any info, and on their way, they run into another monkey guy who was Masira's brother. And this guy's even more powerful. He wants to take Crocodile's spot, and he becomes very, very upset when he finds out that Luffy clobbered his brother. He insists that he's a human, even though he's literally a monkey. So I'm like, what, did he eat, like, the monkey fruit? Which makes me laugh, because I'm just confused still on these fruits. I'm keeping track. I have my notebook. I'm keeping track of what everyone says their devil fruit power is. But yes, there's, I'm just curious. I'm like, can people just turn into animals? I mean, Chopper ate the human fruit. Very curious about these fruits. I would love to find out something about them soon. But yes, that's where I'm at. Next update, I will have finished
Cheddar. This week is Thanksgiving week, so I would not be free. I'm pretty sure you won't either. Next week, we gotta set up an interview. Pick a day, Cheddar. Next week, we gotta talk. I want to discuss devil fruits with you. We gotta talk.
Unless something crazy happens. I know you guys said that this first one is kind of lame until you get to Skypiea, but I'm keeping track of my notes. I'm not going to be afraid to post long videos anymore because I know you guys love them and I so appreciate it. So yes, I will catch you in the next update. How on earth are we?
Nice. This is beautiful. Wow. Cheddar is really interesting. I wonder, does she have like a note in front of her, like on her lap or something that she's reading? She's just so intellectual. Man, I love book talk. They're amazing. Okay, so I'm editing the video right now, and I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys something. I had an interesting meeting with some of the book talk girlies, and I'll go ahead and show you. It was like a live stream thing.
Belief that there's no inherent meaning in the universe, while existentialism says the same, but we are tasked to make our own meaning. So meaning is found by you as the individual, and then absurdism is sort of a rejection of the task of meaning and just saying, look, life is meaningless. It's absurd to want to cover up meaningless with meaning, so I'm just going to live my life. And that's what the absurdist is. So I'm actually an absurdist.
I want to learn. This sounds so good. Can I come to a class?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so.
Okay, so it looks like this is gonna be red-haired Mori theorizing. Let's see what her theories are.
I don't think I'm gonna make any more theory videos in regards to One Piece.
Never mind.
Because the amount of posts and videos out there about me faking it and that I've obviously seen spoilers are really disappointing to see. It's crazy that some of you can't fathom that someone just wasn't on that side of the internet, therefore didn't see anything.
Okay, listen. Red-haired Mori, your first mistake was watching anybody else's videos about you except me. That was your first mistake. Look. There are other pirate crews out there, okay? And some of them may be nice, but most of them are very toxic pirate crews. This pirate crew right here, the syndicates, are allies. Come on, what are you doing? That was your first mistake. Oh my gosh, man. Don't worry. Regardless, red-haired Mori, everybody right here on the Syndicate Pirates, we all love you, we all appreciate you, and we know this is all genuine.
Mostly read romance my entire life, and so no, I haven't paid attention to One Piece media at all. I avoided it like the plague because so many people were trying to shove it down my throat, and I was like, I don't fucking care. And now I do care. I just got a fucking tattoo about it. I think if I had read it before, I would have gotten the tattoo a long time ago. No? Don't you think? I just bought 2 box sets, whatever. I'm almost 30 years old. Yeah, I'm gonna sometimes comprehend something a little bit more than when you read it when you were 15 or even younger. Oh my goodness, crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna make any more theory videos. I'll make my review videos and all of that, but no more theories.
You have to make more theories. You have to. You have to. As a matter of fact, if you don't make theories, we are going to send a buster call on you. Yep, exactly. A buster call. Hello. Yes. I would like to hereby discuss the buster call we will be having on Red-Haired Mari. Why? She is not making One Piece theories videos anymore. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Why? Atrocious. So I believe we should gather all our strongest crew members, and together we shall bust a call her until she makes One Piece theories because they're really fun. Yes, we're all in agreement. Yes. Bring chocolates. We will bribe her with chocolates, and also bring One Piece merch. We will bribe her with those too. That's going too far. I mean, yeah, it's very convincing. Yes. And if she doesn't listen, we will succumb her to watching the Going Merry over and over again. Red-Haired Mari must do theories. Yes. We're all in agreement? Yeah? Okay.
The laughs that
Oh my gosh, is this Iffy? Wow, we have not done a video with Iffy in ages. How are you doing, Iffy? She is in Loketown. All right, let's check this out.
it was exactly what I needed after all of the tears of Arlong Park. I love how this little pit stop was short, fun, adventurous, but we also still saw some major players and maybe some foreshadowing. Right off the bat, we start off with these wanted posters, and Luffy could not be happier that he is now the most wanted pirate, which is hilarious to me because he really wants to be.
I have a question for all of you guys, all of you members of the Syndicate Pirates. How much do you think my bounty is worth? Obviously, I'm a notorious pirate. I have been around doing heinous things. So clearly, I am a wanted man. What is my bounty, guys? Go ahead and tell me. What is my bounty? I am a very notorious man.
The king of the pirates, and so he's glad that he's so wanted. I also just love that once we got to this town, everybody just went about their business. It reminded me of when you go on vacation with your family and everyone just goes on to do their different things and then meets up later. So it just brought about that feeling of found family even more. Zoro was drawn to the sword shop. He's trying to restore his swords, and Sanji was drawn to a really big fish that he wants to cook and feast on. Usopp, I don't really know what Usopp was doing, and Nami was trying to swindle some new clothes. I mean, it was very on point for everybody. I also loved the character of Tashigi. She's giving off this like nerdy expert vibes and all these swords, but also somebody who is very adventurous. And I really thought that that's all she was, the sweet, innocent little book nerd, until we find out that she is the captain of a navy. She was schooling Zoro about swords, and he was so intrigued by her and also what she looked like because she resembles one of his good old friends. So I'm wondering what's going on there. The pairing of Buggy and Alvida had me laughing, and Alvida's new form after having the devil fruit was cracking me up. And she said something like it didn't really change her appearance, which caused everybody to side-eye her. Just so quirky, and I love that we can see the quirkiness of all these characters during these downtime arcs. The most impactful scene of this arc to me, however, was when Luffy was about to be executed by Buggy the Clown, and he is just cracking up. He's cracking up. Nobody knows why he's laughing. He's about to die. And then Captain Smoker is like, this is strange behavior. The only other person that he's seen do this, laugh right before getting executed, was Gold Roger, and he thought really hard about that. He was having a lot of internal thoughts and really connecting those two moments. So I wonder what that means, and I also wonder where Luffy gets this grit from. Who is happy that they're wanted for 30 million berries? Who is happy that they're about to get executed? Who is so blinded by their dreams that they are willing to accept any and all these consequences to get there? It makes me wonder what Luffy's backstory is, because I don't think we know anything about him really, other than his dream to become king of the pirates and his good nature. That's really the only thing we know about him so far. So I'm very curious if he will end up connecting to other characters later on, or where his happy-go-lucky attitude comes from. I know it was strongly influenced by Shanks, but I really wonder if there's more. Overall, I adored Loketown. I love that Oda can give us these small, fun arcs in between the heavy, longer ones. And now they're headed towards the Grand Line with Buggy on their back. I can't wait to see what happens. The laughs.
Iffy, we miss seeing your reviews. Thank you so much. This was really nice, and I'm glad you're enjoying Loketown. Oh my gosh. You make sure to take notes. Lowtown is going to be referenced again. Make sure you take notes.
It baffles
Now, a lot of you people did say that I missed the Arlong Park review that Iffy made. I got you right here.
me that people can read Arlong Park and still argue that One Piece is not political. Oda is a genius. He clearly understands the state of this world and the human condition, and there are so many things I could talk about in this arc, but I really want to talk about Nami. No child should have to see their parent die. That is a traumatizing thing that will affect you for the rest of your life. And to continue on and sacrifice your freedom to try and help the rest of your community while you are completely alone takes an immeasurable amount of bravery, and Nami will have my respect forever. It was difficult not to compare it to children who very recently have experienced this reality as well, and I hope that every child that unfortunately has gone through this finds a Straw Hat crew to lift their spirits and continue on their journey with. Belmare also really stole my heart as a mother of two. I related to her so much. She could have easily just given the 100,000 berries and saved herself and pretended like she didn't have children, but she couldn't. They are her entire life. She sacrificed everything in her life for those two, and the entire town was shocked because she could have gotten away with it and all three could have lived, but she simply could not deny the existence of her children. It also really broke my heart when Nami really wanted to buy that book, and Belmare clearly works so hard to give her children what they need, and not being able to give your children things that they want, things that their neighbors have, is such a topic so close to home for a lot of people, and only a parent is really going to be able to feel that pain. So from Nami and Belmare's story, we already have themes of trauma and poverty, but on a larger scale, we also have themes of racism and tyranny. Arlong and his fishermen feel like they have the authority to terrorize this town and obliterate and kill anybody who doesn't pay them simply because they are human and because they are seen as so inferior. Arlong and his crewmates truly treat these humans and these villagers like scum, have zero concern for their life. So if you are telling me that that does not resemble the politics of modern day, I just don't believe you. Another person I really want to talk about is Mr. Genzo. I love Mr. Genzo with my whole heart. That man is so protective of Nami and Nojiko, and I loved his dedication to keep Belmare's daughter safe even years later. And the pinwheel, this pinwheel slide had me actually sobbing. The fact that he wore that pinwheel for Nami when she was a baby, and now that Nami's gone with the Straw Hats, he says that he doesn't need the pinwheel anymore because he's passed on the role of protecting her to Luffy and his crew. I was actually unwell. Nami has been so strong and so brave for so long, and when she was finally at her lowest and she turned to Luffy and for the first time asked for help, Luffy saw her face crying for exactly 1 second, called it, put the straw hat on her, and went to take care of business. And he and the Straw Hats really came through for her, and her happiness really shone through when Luffy destroyed that map navigator room where she was forced to work. You could feel the relief coming off of her. You could feel like she felt free again herself. And I was really impressed by Usopp in this arc. He's definitely not as strong or powerful as these other Straw Hats, but he would not back down from the fight because he knew that none of his Straw Hats would either. And I think that was a very good representation of surrounding yourself with the right people. When you surround yourself with brave people, it makes you brave, and that's what we saw in Usopp, and I loved it so much. As I'm sure you can tell, this arc really destroyed me, not just for the characters and story itself, but because they have such a stark similarity to a lot of the things that our world is facing in real life right now. And I know I said it at the beginning, but I'm just gonna say it again. Oda is truly a genius, and Nami will have a special place in my heart for the rest of time. It baffles me that people can read
Wow. I think you might actually have my favorite review of Arlong Park. Iffy, I really enjoyed this. This is really nice. Wow, man. Wow. I'm really glad you can relate to Belmare. This is beautiful. Thank you, Iffy.
I started my one.
Okay, next up on our list is going to be somebody new. This is Rachel? Is that how you say it? Rachel?
One Piece reading journey, and over the weekend I finished
this is volume 1. All right, okay.
Volume 1, so let's talk about it. Just a friendly reminder, I have never read any manga before, so this is my first one ever, and I will say, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I devoured volume 1 over the weekend. For as little words as there is on the pages, there is still such a huge impact of the story and of the characters. The artwork is phenomenal. I found myself laughing out loud at times and really wanting to jump into volume 2 right away. I am taking a pause because I am starting to read some other books, but I think this is going to be like a great palette cleanser between larger books if I just dive into a volume here and there. But I definitely am going to continue One Piece. I know there's like 36 of these omnibus type volumes out there, so there's going to be plenty for me to read. I'm so happy I jumped into this. I definitely am going to go check out some other manga books as well. And I actually picked up over the weekend a Nightmare Before Christmas manga at Walmart, which was a lot of fun.
That's a thing? That's a real thing?
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I had the FOMO.
Rachel, can you do a review of that? I want to watch that. I will actually add that to these videos. I want to see a review of Nightmare Before Christmas manga. I didn't know that's a real thing. Go ahead and do a review of that, please. I would love to see that.
And I gave into the FOMO because this is just so good. I really liked it. So I think I should be bullied more often to reading certain books because I end up really liking them. Yeah. Savings bye.
Let me see if she did do a Nightmare Before Christmas review. TBR, I don't know what that means.
Rachel, why do you have a clone trooper helmet? Well,
nope, that's not it.
Convincing you to read the 4 books.
That's also not it. Come on, Rachel. I need a review of it. I would love to see it. Well, Rachel, yes, please do a review of Nightmare Before Christmas. I would love to see that one.
The word
Carla in Arlong Park. Let's check it out.
help has never hurt so much. Arlong Park was an actual masterpiece. If you've been following my One Piece journey, you probably know 2 things. 1, my brother got me into this manga. And 2, depending on my emotional stability or instability, I cry very, very easily. And Arlong Park, this is what I looked like when I was reading this arc. And after I saw this panel,
aww,
I literally had to call my brother immediately because I was so not well. But this was such a moment of brilliance for Luffy. I really struggled to buy into him in the beginning because he was just like so aloof. But over the last 2 arcs, his emotional intelligence has really started to shine. He might not be the brains of the operation, but he is 100% the heart. I love seeing the boys come together and like kick ass. I know I've seen in the comments that some people say Sanji's character devolves a little bit in the future, but for now, I really love him. I love that he does not stand for any person or monster going hungry. But my real love is Zoro. He is my second favorite Straw Hat character. He's such a badass. Like the man is literally on his deathbed and he's like, no, I can go for another 30 seconds. I love him. Oda writes some really good villains, but the fishmen are probably the creepiest that I've read so far. Arlong's nose and teeth can probably give me nightmares. And the way that he used and abused Nami, her backstory is 100% the most gut-wrenching. I know that I keep saying that in different update videos, but when Nami said that she would finally be able to laugh from her heart, that shit hit me deep inside. I think this arc was a real shift for me because I can see the depths behind the story that Oda's telling, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. And I think that as I continue to read, there will be more and more depth to the storytelling, and I'm really looking forward to it. I also really enjoyed catching up with Kobe in the cover panels, cover stories. I'm glad he's living his little happy naval life. I hope he sees our Straw Hat characters again in the future, which I don't know if I said this, but Nami is 1000% my favorite. She is the brains of the operation, but she also does have so much heart, and I'm so happy to see her finally be free of her chains, and I can't wait to see where it goes, and she can finally explore the seas and map them. The word...
This is beautiful. I actually really enjoyed this one. This is really nice.
We're out and about.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add Juliette to this video because I love reacting to Juliette's videos.
This little garden that inhabits 2 giants, Froggy and Dory. First, Froggy and Dory say, yeah, we were banished here because we had a feud, and in order to settle it, we had to fight to the death with our honor, and one of us can go back only. And they've been at this for 100 years. Up to the point where they forgot why they were fighting to begin with. Every single time the volcano erupts, they have to fight. And they never actually settle the fight. None of them wins. But then as they're sitting, feasting on this dinosaur meat, which I looked up, dinosaur meat, if dinosaurs existed right now, would be haram. Feasting and...
Wait, really, would it? Would it really be haram? Really? Dinosaur meat? Really? I didn't know that. Okay. Really?
And then suddenly this giant's stomach explodes because some explosives were in the ale. And we learn that on the same island that our crew is on with these giants, Mr. 3, Mr. 5, and Miss Valentine are also there. Miss Valentine and Mr. 5 technically should be executed by the code of their organization, but Mr. 3 told them, hey, how about we bring these two giants who had bounties on their heads, each 100 million, both of them 200 million berries. Because turns out that these giants who are so nice enough to give their guests food, were actually like a bunch of terrorists, basically like pirates who were part of a giant pirate crew who terrorized the worlds and the seas and were wanted criminals. Who are these people? Helen Poe. Garp laughs as the boys fight hard. Good as Garps. Cover stories are always so interesting. I love following Helen Poe and Kobe, even though I hate
Helmeppo? I love how you say it. Helen Poe. That's his new name. We're gonna call him Helen Poe. Ah, I was so confused. I was like, who's Helen Poe? Helmeppo, huh? I like it. We'll call him Helen Poe.
Helen Poe. So annoying.
Edgar Helen Poe. Huh.
I don't think there's anything that Usopp could do that would make me hate him. He wants to be a warrior so bad. He wants to be brave, and he just said it here, like, even if I lose everything one day and I'm on the island, the brink of death, I want to go proud of what I've done. And then the next panel is Nami dragging him by his feet because he's so scared to cross the jungle. Pause it really quickly. Zoro is sort of lost. He caught a dinosaur, killed it, and Nami is just leaning against this tree, looking very creepy. Very creepy. But the next panel is Nami and Usopp running. So what the fuck is this? Luffy's there too. That's not Luffy, bro. That's not Luffy, I'm telling you right now. That's not Luffy. A dinosaur ate Nami. The fuck it did. She's the main character. She wouldn't die. We were running through the jungle to get away from the dinosaur and she suddenly disappeared. What have I done? I was thinking Vivi was an idiot, but she's actually smart. She just figured it out. She said, what if the Barak Works agents were after us and they're here and they're the ones who put the like exploding ale in that giant stomach and took Nami? She's actually smart. What a bummer. Those were clones of them, no? He's making wax figures of them in real life. It scares me that I don't know if he's serious. Because they're stuck together on this wax thingy that number 3 made, Mr. 3, Zoro said, oh, I can't move, but if I cut off my legs, I can. So he just pulled his sword. That's a brave king right there. Is he actually gonna cut them off? I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it. He's just gonna cut off his legs? Oh, okay. Luffy and Usopp came in clutch. Just the absolute grateful look on Nami's face. She actually loves him. Zoro actually hacked half of his way through his legs with the freaking swords. How could he do that? How could he do that to himself? We're out and about in this little garden that inhabits two giants, Bragi and Dory. First, Bragi and Dory say, yeah, we were banished here because we had a feud, and in order to settle it, we had to fight to the death with our honor, and one of us can go back only. And they've been at this for 100 years. Up to the point where they forgot why they were fighting to begin with. Every single time the volcano erupted.
This was beautiful. I really enjoyed this. This is wow. I'm really glad you're enjoying your journey, Juliette. I really I love seeing your live reactions. You should definitely continue to do this. And also, you have to do reviews. You have to continue doing reviews. Okay, so this next part of the video, I will be replying to each and everybody's comments. Hopefully you guys left some positive ones. Let's go ahead and check them out. We have a comment here from Panda Man 1086. No, give us back the Banana Man. Why must I be a banana man? Why can't I just be me? Why must I be a banana man? Why? Stop it. Stop. From Solid Schlong, I'm never saying that again. Love the series. Hope the algorithm blesses you. Thank you. I really hope so too. I really do. I've been working really hard for these, and I really hope the algorithm really likes these. From Woozy, I'm a Juliette defender. She's too smart for some people. Oh yeah, I agree. Juliette is amazing and I really love her intellect and I think she really needs to do more of these videos, for sure. From Albert, Becky is going to know what the One Piece is before she gets to chapter 50. She does do those deep dives, huh? Nah, Becky is really smart. She actually might figure it out. That's true. Okay, so from Giant Ice Day. Ooh, Becky talking about Shanks tricking Luffy to eat the devil fruit is something I wondered about as well. Okay, so this next part might be spoiler. Shanks knew the significance of that particular fruit and would never leave it out in the open. I always wondered if Shanks knew Luffy's inherited will. Edit. Regarding tangerines, it's more common fruit in Japan compared to oranges. Really? I did not know Japan had like a lot more tangerines than oranges. Really? I always knew about more oranges than tangerines, not vice versa. That's interesting. Huh? From that's a hard name to pronounce. What do I say? Aizatsukor? Yeah, okay. 3 banana style. Ah, you're talking about the swords. Yeah. Not the Mary scene. Yeah. Red-haired Mari is a crier. She's a pretty crier, okay? We'll give her that. From Enjoyer of Water. By the way, guys, if you're watching this video, you should be hydrating. What if Becky is just way off, lol, and Oda just liked oranges at the moment? That is true. That is true. But what if she's not way off? From Vix. Meow. That's the comment you wanted me to respond to. Meow. Okay, from DK Dusk, I like the do-rag on the beginning and the drip is fine. Thank you. No do-rag today, but thank you. From Golden Zebra, we have hello again. Hello, Golden Zebra. How you doing? I hope everything is going well on your side of the world. Becky is way too smart for her own good. How's she picking up on all these hints so early? I don't know. She's just very smart. We love Becky. From Sap 9255, bro, it's too early in the morning for I Want to Live. I can't be crying at 9 a.m. Yeah, I did upload that video pretty early. You're right. Yeah, you're right. From The Gross Demon, bro, I'm trying to enjoy my sandwich on my way to work. Why y'all got me crying on the train? This is beautiful. From Nasty Ninja, Mari sub Robin voice is the best. Ah, so he's telling Mari that the voice for Robin in the sub is the best. Okay, the way you worded that, man. Yeah, Becky is Neo in the Matrix. Okay, I'm convinced. Cause ain't no way we doing deep dives on colors. She's got it. She cracked the Da Vinci Code, found the One Piece, Waldo, and Carmen Sandiego. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Ah, I love that reference. Yes, beautiful. From SVC11. Hey, yo, we need Becky to stop. Becky. Becky, you have to stop. You're theorizing too much, Becky. You're figuring it out, Becky. You have to stop. Becky is the real one. I'm sure she can crack many of Oda's secret foreshadowing. One of the earliest secrets which One Piece readers solved was the relationship between the bounty character name and the birthday. Which isn't really much of a spoiler for you guys, because you guys don't know that stuff. Like, you don't know whose birthday is what yet, you know? Recently, there was a 7-year-old One Piece theory that became reality. I won't tell you which theory that was. That would be a spoiler. There are still so many secrets and foreshadowing to solve. I think Becky can solve some of them. All right, Becky. It's on to you now. You have to solve all the foreshadowing, apparently. Becky the Evangelist is basically half this video, and I love it. To go ahead and say thank you, God, for giving me the opportunity to make this video. Okay, so this part of the video is going to... So shout out to all the current members. We have Just Eat Her Cake, Jam, John, Byron, Alex, Esselot, and Albright. Thank you to each and every one of you guys for becoming members. If you'd like to become a member, it would really mean a lot to me, so I'd really appreciate it. But yes, that's one of the best ways to support the stream. Go ahead and become a member. It's pretty cheap. But yes, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.